fans who have never been to the Wolverine Temple take you on a full tour of the Wolverine Temple in Beijing, so that you can immerse yourself in the whole 180-degree no-death angle feeling of its epic charm, the whole guided plan. Remember to like to save the collection, so that you do not get lost in the tour. Welcome to the Wolverine Temple in Beijing, an ancient temple with a long history and one of the most famous Buddhist temples in Beijing. Today we will take you on a step-by-step walk through this temple, starting at the entrance of the Wolverine Temple and exploring its uniqueness along a straight line of 2 rows of century-old cypress trees. The history of Wolverine Temple dates back to the Tang Dynasty, when it was the monk Jinxi Zen master's dojo, named Xi'an Temple. Later, as a result of the Kangxi Emperor's many visits, the temple was added to and rebuilt, renamed Tenfold Pujing Temple, and became a large-scale Buddhist temple. During the Qing Dynasty, the temple was expanded and repaired several times, and has a history of several hundred years. First, we came to the entrance of the Wolverine Temple and saw its glazed pagoda, an ancient and gorgeous building. It is 18 meters high and 13 meters wide, supported by 16 green stone pillars, covered with glazed tiles on top and surrounded by inlaid painted glazed tiles, beautiful and rich in artistic value. Through the glazed pagoda, the 2 symmetrical ancient saw trees behind it, vibrant and leafy, make people stand in awe of the solemnity and long history felt by this temple. In front of you can see the stone bridge of the release pond, and the 2 buildings of the bell and drum tower. The release pond is a place for believers to release their lives, with coos swimming in the pond and dense plum trees planted around it, emitting a faint fragrance. Crossing the stone bridge over the pond, we came to the Hall of the Mountain Gate. The main entrance of the temple is the Hall of the Mountain Gate, with the plaque Tenfold Pujing Temple. Inside the hall is enshrined the Buddhist protector god, Hambad, whose image exudes a solemn atmosphere. After walking through the temple gate, we came to the Temple of Heavenly Kings. In the center of the hall is Maitreya Buddha, behind him is the statue of Vairocana, and on both sides are enshrined the 4 heavenly kings, representing the 4 directions of east, west, south, and north, which mean protection from disasters, peace and good fortune for all beings. From the Heavenly King Hall, we came to the front of the Mahimini Buddha Hall, also known as the Hall of the 3 Buddhas. Inside the hall, in addition to the 3 Buddhas blessing beings in the practice of Buddhist guidance and help, you can also enjoy the painted murals and feel the profound connotation of Buddhist culture. On the 2 sides are the East Supporting Hall, Zhelang Hall, and the West Supporting Hall, Ancestor Hall. In the middle of Zhelang Hall is enshrined King Persia, and on the left and right sides are Prince Jita and the Lonely Elder respectively. On the north side are Guan Gong, Guan Ping, and Zhou King, and on the south side is the seated statue of Vairocana. In the center of the Hall of Ancestors is the Zen Patriarch Dharma, with the 2nd ancestor Huik on the left and the 3rd ancestor Xin Ken on the right. On the north side of the hall is the 6th Patriarch Honeng, and on the south side is the Zen Master Bai Zhang Gui. The 2 places in the courtyard where the ribbons are tied are good wishes for people to pray for a bright career and smooth work. From the right side of the Dakshin Bayo Hall, go to the next most important hall of the temple, the Hall of the Reclining Buddha. The vestibule of the Hall of the Reclining Buddha, which is a wide space to accommodate many devotees, offers a spectacular view of the Hall of the Reclining Buddha. As you enter the Hall of the Reclining Buddha, you are greeted by one of the largest statues of the Reclining Buddha in Asia. The statue is 50 meters long, facing south, with the left hand flat on the ground and the right hand resting on the head in a peaceful manner, signifying the sight of Shakyamuni Buddha entering nirvana. On each side of the Hall of the Reclining Buddha are 12 bodhisattvas of the round enlightenment, symbolizing the 12 disciples of Shakyamuni Buddha before his death. The Reclining Buddha Hall is gorgeously decorated inside and out, and is one of the most exquisite buildings of the temple. From the Hall of the Reclining Buddha, we came to the last courtyard, which is the Temple's Sutra Pavilion. The Kenjing Pavilion is where the temple keeps its Buddhist texts, and tens of thousands of Buddhist scriptures are arranged in the pavilion. The 2nd floor of the pavilion is made of wood, and the 2nd floor is made of brick. Coming out of the last courtyard, peonies grow on the right side, lilacs and begonias can be seen everywhere. Keep walking back along the red wall and you will come out from the temple. Although this tour is over, the impression of the Wolverine Temple will stay deep in our hearts. This temple is not only a Buddhist site, but also a historical building that preserves a rich cultural heritage and is one of the important representatives of Chinese Buddhist culture.